Hey YouTube, Coppersan here. The New Age update will soon be upon us. On the 15th of November, this update will be released, introducing many improvements, changes, new areas, and the 6th job advancement that will be released at a later time this month. Yet the community seems to be up in arms. But what is causing this uproar, and can we do something about it? Let's go find out. I got 4 different topics to discuss today, starting with the biggest. With the introduction of the 6th job advancement, there will be a new resource called Sol Erda and Sol Erda Energy. These Sol Erda are needed to unlock and enhance your 6th job skills. To oversimplify a little bit, they are like the node stones for 6th job, and Maplers need 1000 Sol Energy to create 1 Sol Erda. Sol Erda fragments will also drop from monsters, and those are also needed to upgrade your 6th job skills. Now in general, Sol Erda energy is obtained from boss monsters and through grinding. This is the case in MapleStory Korea and in MapleStory Global. However, for some reason, as shown in the Beam Brigade members their latest test client stream, our region has a max cap on the Sol Erda energy you can obtain from grinding, up to 400 per day. No other region has this cap. This is a very weird change to make. It limits the amount of progress you can make each day, no matter how much you grind. This will lower the progress of leveling your 6th job skills significantly. We're talking about months here, depending on how much you would grind, and this change seems to come out of nowhere. It's like you would be limited to only 10 nodestone drops per day, no matter how much you grind. You might as well just cap the daily limit and then just go do something else. Now there are no update notes yet, and this was shown in the test client, but it's a super weird change that no one really likes. It doesn't even have any benefit for Nexon, besides forcing their core audience, who is already playing as much as they can anyway, to play more often. That's super weird. Another incredibly out of touch nerf that, unless changed before the release, or this was some sort of typo, are the Tower of Oz ring boxes. Starting with New Age, bosses will start dropping boxes that contain the Tower of Oz rings, and the actual Tower of Oz will no longer give out those super OP endgame rings anymore. There are a few different boxes, and depending on the difficulty of the boss, the stronger they are, the better box they give with higher level rings. And this is similar in MapleStory Global. However, in MapleStory Global, the best boxes seem to give out rings between level 1 and 4, while those same boxes in MapleStory Korea will give out rings between level 3 and 4. This is a huge nerf, considering how much this increases the drop pool, making it a lot more difficult to get like a Roar 4 or a continuous ring level 4. This was also seen in the test client, and if this makes it to the live clients, this is a huge nerf, also with no reason for it really. It's not like our game is overflowing with these rings or anything. Again, super weird for Nexon to do this, and I hope this is a typo. The third issue only affects a smaller population, but it was confirmed yesterday that we will be getting instanced maps for Grandis, which is great since more and more players will be grinding there. Well, I guess not that many with the daily cap on Sol Erda energy obtained from grinding, but still. These instance maps work like theme dungeon maps. In the Grandis maps, up to 2 people can be in the same map killing their own monsters. If someone else joins, no monsters will spawn for them. However, instance maps work together weirdly with spawn enhancers like Frenzy Totem, which a lot of high level endgame maplers are either using or buying Frenzy service. This totem boosts the monster spawn rate and amount of monsters in the map. But now that players have their own instant maps, these boosters will either not work or will only work if players boost the spawn and then leave the map, so that the other person can join with the boosted spawn. But this gives issues, as there can only be 2 people in the same map, or other people might join the map if you go in and out again. There's a lot of unknowns and very weird mechanics with the way spawn enhancers affect an instant maps. Frenzy Totems are the most expensive item in the game and are losing significant value if these issues aren't addressed. Let's say the most negative effect will happen and the spawn enhancers just don't work anymore. That will mean that less mesos will enter the economy, so the price for mesos using the meso market will go up. And keep in mind that our event meso shops are like 3 times more expensive as other regions like KMS, so even if you might not use Frenzy, if you play regular server, it will most likely have a bigger impact on the entire economy. Now, this is still a test client where we saw all these issues. Perhaps the ring box is a typo, the instant maps will work fine in combination with Frenzy, and the Sol Erda energy limit was a deleted feature that was still in the test client. If that is the case, Nexon truly did a terrible job in mentioning this to their content creators, which now created this whole storm of criticism. If they are intended features, well, wow, New Age, more like Nerf Age update. There is one final thing that I would like to mention, which is more directed towards the community managers. I noticed that some words were blocked during the last community manager stream on Twitch that showcased the new update. These words were things like Frenzy, Frenzy Totem, and Grandest Fam or Grandest Familiar. These are all things that the community really is interested in and has a lot to say about. I feel like blocking the ability to discuss these topics is not the right approach. If players are outraged about something, then this is a great opportunity to show to higher management just how much these issues are mentioned. If those issues are filtered out, then you can no longer see the real community sentiment and things will appear more positive than they actually are. If players are spamming these words or are disruptive, it's better to just time out these single players than limit the ability of all players to share feedback about what they care about. If players are outraged, then let them be. It's super useful to show this to higher management. So I think that blocking these words is not the right approach, and I hope that in the future the community can freely showcase their dissatisfaction on the official MapleStory channels. Players also made a forum post to share feedback about the changes we just learned about today and yesterday. This forum post is made directly in the Nexon forums instead of Reddit, and I highly encourage all MapleStory global players to comment on this post and show Nexon how everyone really feels about all these changes. That's all I had for today. Very interesting times. I got 2 more videos prepared that will be releasing on Sunday and Monday. I am moving on Monday, so I have to rush a little bit. See you all soon from our new home. Many thanks for watching, and as always, special thanks to our members for making these videos possible. Special thanks to Niels de Coninck, Raar maar waar, Sebastian Hanoy, Jesus Rodriguez, Kaudimora, Wiley, Riser Are BackSpaceOTI, Ziggy Historycanon, Saffronyx, Flidiot, Knifesu, Cloudfix, Surtito655, Michael Menchaca, Raytheus, Afterlord, Betrayal 1489, Silvio Nato, Striker Elk, Tidal1 Fun, Victor Sundstrom, Matthias Simonsen, Mr. Anarch, Ben on Games, The Passenger, Kani Wu, Max Bernhardt, Mukau 1017, BNB King, Scotty Flies Fast, Gabriel Eck, Fecko, Vake Botnet, Dante Victory, Mathinu Def, Snack HBG, Only, Lord Facile, Spatsny Kaiser, That Archer Guy, Louis Bento Brandau, Snuffle Pop, Tails Curspet, The Wolf Drake, Gaber Wolf, Live Love MapleStory, Kali, Duckfoos, Quinn, Migu, Sir Otter, Nix, and Ulemap Haiva. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and happy mapling!